It took over 4.5 years for his case to be dismissed for insufficient evidence. And in the meantime, his reputation and career were completely ruined.
Well, you just heard there from the attorney representing a former Winston-Salem Forsyth County teacher. That teacher is suing the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office and several other investigators, accusing them of conducting a poor investigation into claims he sexually assaulted a student.
Brian Weevil used to teach at Walkertown High School. His attorney says the charges he faced in 2019 ruined his life. Prosecutors cleared him of the charges in 2024 due to insufficient evidence. Fox 8's Justin Lundy joins us in the newsroom after speaking with Weevil's attorney, Zach Ezor. So, Justin, how is Weevil doing today?
Weevil's attorney tells me the former teacher is still worried about going out in public even after his name was cleared. Now they're filing this lawsuit with the hopes of getting some type of compensation after losing his job and career.
Won Teacher of the Year twice at different schools, and he was in a prestigious program training to become a school principal.
Those are just a few of the accolades attorney Zach Ezor says his client Brian Weevil held. A former teacher with 17 years of experience who used to teach at Walkertown High School in Forsyth County.
He served our students for so long, but back in 2019, he was wrongly accused of some heinous sexual assaults.
According to a lawsuit filed by Weevil, he was charged in 2019 with several sex crimes against a student.
2 counts of committing a statutory sexual offense with a child, 2 counts of committing sex acts with a student, 2 counts of indecent liberties with a child. These are serious felonies.
In the lawsuit, Weevil accuses Forsyth County Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough Jr. and 3 other investigators involved in the case of malicious prosecution, fabrication of evidence, and negligence.
The accusations were totally false, and Mr. Weevil is completely innocent. But the investigators who were looking into the allegations went through red flag after red flag after red flag, ignored his willingness to protest and talk about his innocence, the glaring evidence of just the impossibility of what was being alleged, and frankly, the mental state of the student at the time. She was unwell, and she had made similar allegations against other people that were proven to be false.
The lawsuit states administrators at Walkertown High School knew claims made by the student had previously been investigated and found to be unsupported. Weevil reportedly warned the student against crying wolf, and the student told a peer that Weevil would regret saying that. A year after Weevil was charged, the lawsuit claims 2 students told a teacher the student who accused Weevil of sexual assault had boasted about framing the former teacher. The lawsuit also claims the student at the center of this case was hospitalized for psychiatric care after the allegations were made.
It took over 4.5 years for his case to be dismissed for insufficient evidence. And in the meantime, his reputation and career were completely ruined.
Ezor says those charges were dropped in January 2024, and today, Weevil works as a forestry biologist with no benefits.
He worries about going out in public still. He worries about what people might think.
In the lawsuit, Weevil is asking the court to issue an order demanding the defendants to pay an unspecified amount of compensatory and punitive damages.
He can't get back a career that he had invested almost 2 decades in building, because what school now would hire him? So, we're of course seeking damages, but more than that, we're seeking an opportunity here to clear his name.
I reached out to Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough Jr. about the lawsuit, and he sent me the following statement that reads, "The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office has always done what is legally correct and moral. We do not write the law or influence the law. We only enforce the law. Based on the findings, a grand jury indicted Mr. Weevil. If the grand jury alleges criminal activity, then we must do precisely what we said we would do, which is enforce the law."
All right, Justin.